What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at Nerdy Geeks Comics, no matter how you collect. Today is Wednesday, June the 24th, 2026. So you know what that means? It is New Comic Book Day. Happy New Comic Book Day. I hope you found everything you were looking for. I hope all your pulls were there. I hope they were all undamaged. And I hope the reads are fantastic. I have spent the last week catching up on just about every series I can. And I have caught up on almost everything. I mean, there's maybe 2 series that I'm actually behind on now. Everything else I got caught up on. I read 10 books today. So it has been a great 2 comic book weeks for me. Last week was fantastic. Some really great reads. This week, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of great reads as well. We'll find out. But I have a really nice haul for you today. Did you notice? I actually made a title for this. Instead of just New Comic Day, it's called The Haul. Hopefully y'all get it. I wanted to do the stack, but somebody else said do the haul because people don't understand the stack. Why don't y'all leave me a comment? Let me know which sounds better, the haul or the stack. Either way, we'll see how it works. We'll see what the algorithm does with it. Anyways, I got a really nice haul for you. Enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get to my haul. All right, to start us off this week, I have Absolute Superman. This is issue number 20. This is cover A by Rafa Sandoval. A really nice cover right here. We're going to have the showdown between Absolute Superman, Absolute Shazam, and Absolute Steel. And if you didn't read issue number 19, there's actually a 4th participant in this battle. But if you haven't read it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So I'm looking forward to see how this ends up. Hopefully we got a really great battle and a really great read right here. Up next, I have another Absolute title. Here I have Absolute Wonder Woman. This is issue number 21. This cover was done by Hayden Sherman. This is the main cover. So I'm curious to see where we're going to end up with this, because the way the last issue ended up, it felt like, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just say, no, I don't want to say anything to spoil it. I'm looking forward to reading this. The way they ended it and where Wonder Woman ended up and where her friends ended up, really different places. I'm curious to see how they're going to get out of this one. I have really been enjoying this. Hopefully, again, I have another good read. And this is another one that it feels like it's been a while since it came out. But I also picked up cover B. This cover was done by Terry Dodson. A really fantastic cover right here by Terry Dodson. My next book comes from Boom Studios, and here we have Alice Ever After. This is issue number 4, and this is cover E, which is the In-Hyuk Lee variant. A really great cover. Look, we got the Mad Hatter down there. We got Alice. We got the Cheshire Cat looking very menacing. A really fantastic cover. That Cheshire Cat is very menacing looking. Really fantastic cover right here. Up next, I have Capes. This is issue number 4. This cover was done by Mark Englert. A really nice cover. We also have an appearance by Elemental in here. A really fantastic cover. And I also picked up this cover, which is cover D, a very gorgeous cover done by Ito. Fantastic. I have been praising Ito for a while now, well over a year. I've been shouting how great Ito is. Glad to see we're finally being able to pick up some of these covers of his, these fantastic watercolors that are just open order and not straight ratios, because those ratios when they first came out, still hard to find, still really pricey. If you've been watching me for the last couple of months, you know I have been collecting all of these Magic the Gathering covers. And this cover is probably one of my favorite that they've done. This was one of the ones that they had blacked out. It was classified, so we couldn't see it. They didn't drop the cover until this weekend. And I am really happy I pre-ordered this. So here we have Captain America. This is issue number 12. And this is the Mark Spears Magic the Gathering variant. Mark has done a fantastic job on this cover. Check that out. Cap looks fantastic. Hulk looks fantastic. The Avengers behind them look great. I love this version of Cap and Hulk. Mark Spears must be a great fan of theirs because it feels like he really took his time on this cover. It is a gorgeous cover. Not a lot of Mark's recent work I've really been all into, but this is a return to what I expect of Mark Spears. Really fantastic cover. Really happy I was able to pick it up. And I also made sure that I have been picking up about 3 covers for all of these. So really happy I was able to get some extra copies. Great job, Mark. The next book I have is another series that I have really enjoyed the first 2 issues. The first issue ended with a lot of hope. The second issue kind of brought us back down to reality where it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of true. It's not going to be all, roses and, happiness. So I'm waiting to see what this ends up doing, but I have really enjoyed Corpse Night. So here we have Corpse Night, issue number 3. This cover was done by Matthew Roberts. A really fantastic cover right here. Again, I enjoyed the first 2 issues. Issue number 1 was a lot better, but like I said, it ended on a hopeful note. Issue 2 brought us to reality where it's like, hey, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here, but we'll see where it goes. I am definitely still in on this series. I've really enjoyed it. If you're not reading Corpse Night, pick up issue number 1, give it a read, see what you think of it. So for those of you who have been watching me for the last few months, and you're not just watching my new comic book day hauls, you're also watching my FOCs, I hope you paid attention because this next book is going to be a hard one to find. Because I did put it on my FOC. I let y'all know how hard the first printing was to get for this and how it was selling pretty well. And I said, try and pick up, this second printing. They did enough to change it where it makes it, different enough where it doesn't feel like you're just getting a copy or a reprint, even though it is. But what ended up happening is over the weekend, my LCS said this book ended up being allocated. So there's not that many to go around. I had originally ordered 3 and they were only able to get me 1. So this is going to be a hard book to find. So good luck. Hopefully y'all pre-ordered it. And here we have Dead Samurai. This is issue number 6, and this is the second printing by Drax Gall. So it's the same cover, except they added this magazine style, artwork to it. A really fantastic cover. This original one sold fairly well. And considering that this is the second print with that magazine style and it's being allocated, this might be a hard one to find, guys. So I hope y'all listened if y'all wanted it and you picked it up on your FOC. Good luck finding it if you didn't. And I sincerely mean good luck finding it. I hope you do find it. I'm not trying to throw it in your face that you didn't pre-order it. I really want y'all to find it if you want it. Next up is another Magic the Gathering cover. Here we have Doomquest, issue number 2. This is the Nathaniel Himawan Magic the Gathering variant. A really great cover of Doom right here. Fantastic cover. I don't know what else I can say other than all these covers have just looked gorgeous. I would not mind if we started getting a lot of these more often. They are gorgeous covers. I love collecting these, and I don't know what else to say, man. These Magic the Gathering covers are just so amazing. I love all of them. My next book is a series that I am not reading. I am reading a version of this character, but not this exact series. And here I have Green Lantern. This is issue number 36. This is cover C by Yasmin Putri. A really great cover right here of the Green Lanterns by Yasmin Putri. I really love this cover. Fantastic job she did. Awesome cover. Now, y'all let me know. I'm reading Absolute Green Lantern, and I am enjoying it. I understand it's not for everybody, but I have really enjoyed it. Is this a great series? Should I start reading this? And if so, where should I pick it up? Like, do I need to start at issue number 1, or can I start at a certain, section where a new storyline came out, and as long as you have an understanding of who the Green Lanterns are, then you're fine reading it? Let me know. All right. Here I have 2 books that I'm not reading, but these covers were just too amazing for me not to pick up. And here I have the Infernal Hulk, issue number 8. This is the Alex Ross Marvel Rivals or Marvel Dimensions variant. Check this out. Now, I know I have not been picking up all of the Alex Ross covers because they're not what I've always expected, to see from Alex Ross. But this classic Hulk transformation cover is just too good to pass up. Check out this amazing artwork by Alex Ross. I love it that even though there's an artist who just has legendary status, and every now and then they can still put out a book that is just incredible. Fantastic job right here by Alex Ross. But of course, I also picked up my Magic the Gathering variant. This cover was done by Tommy Arnold. A really great cover of the Hulk right here. And check out that. If that doesn't look like a beast of a card, that is insane. Wow. And look at that artwork. Makes me really want to get this set of Magic the Gathering cards, even though I know I probably couldn't afford it because I would want to collect the entire set. But man, if the cards look like these covers, gorgeous. I love this artwork. I was a little disappointed when that Spider-Man set came out. There weren't a lot of great cards with great artwork, but this Marvel set, looks, all the artwork, at least the ones that they're showing on the covers, beautiful covers, beautiful artwork. I'm really gonna have to try and pick that up. It's probably gonna cost me an arm and a leg. So I'm gonna need some help with these next 2 books because I'm curious if these are actually really good reads. I don't know anybody reading them, but the covers have been gorgeous. I picked up there's only 3 issues, but I picked up every issue so far. And here we have Maid Cafe. This is issue number 3. This is cover A by Naomi Griffin, a really fantastic cover. And I also picked up cover C, which is also done by a Naomi Griffin. A really great cover. All these covers on this series have been gorgeous, beautiful covers. But I don't know anybody reading it. So let me know, are any of you out there reading this series? And if you are you enjoying it? Or is it the same thing? You're just picking it up from the covers? Let me know, because I would be really interested in giving this a read. Like I said, I've gotten caught up on a lot of my series. So today I was actually going back and reading old series that I didn't read in the past. So today I actually read Grommets, and I read all 7 issues. I loved that series. If you didn't read Grommets and you grew up in the 80s, and it doesn't matter if you were a skater kid. I wasn't a skater kid, but I was that kid who moved around a lot. I moved from Dallas to Mexico to Lubbock, back to Dallas to East LA, and back to Dallas. So I was that kid who moved around and had to find friends wherever I could because I never had enough time to really get into a crew or a group. So I made friends wherever I could. And even though I wasn't one of the skater kids, I made friends with some of the skater kids. So that story really, I was really able to make a nice connection with it. So even if you weren't one of those kids, it's also about, most of us who grew up, if you're collecting these and you're watching these YouTube videos, you were one of the, outcast kids, which is basically what those kids are in that series. So you can relate, even if that wasn't your actual, group that you hung out with. You can understand. You can see that you had friends that were this character and that character. I really loved it. I know it was a big series. It came out 2 years ago. Everybody loved it then. I barely got to it today, but like I said, I read all 7 issues. And as I've told y'all before, I'm a dyslexic, and I also have ADHD, untreated on both. So if I'm able to sit through 7 issues and bust them out in one day, it had to be something I really enjoyed the read of. Now we get back to a series that I have read and I am completely caught up on once I read this issue. So here we have Narco. This is issue number 4, and this cover was done by Daniel Hilliard. A really nice cover right here. I love whenever we have that yellow background on, comic books. It reminds me of those golden age books that always had that yellow background. I don't know what it is about that. I just love the way they look. But issue 1 through 3 have really kept my attention. I've really enjoyed them. So I'm looking forward to continuing the series. Hopefully issue number 4 is just as good as the first 3 were. So my next book is one of those series that before it came out, it was selling like crazy. I mean, this book was selling for $110, $120 for 1 in 10 ratio. Some of the 1 in 30s were going for $190 to $200. It just exploded. Then when the book came out, people were kind of, meh on it. I did enjoy issue number 1. I thought it had great potential. Then I read issue number 2 and it was kind of a letdown. I was like, okay, I'll give issue 3 a read and then we'll see how it works. And issue 3 really picked up. So hopefully issue 4 continues where issue 3 left off and we get a really great story in this one. And of course, I'm talking about Nectar. So here we have Nectar. This is issue number 4 and this is the black bag variant. And I have censored it, but you still might see some stuff, but it's censored. And this is the black bag variant by Suspiria Vilches. All of these covers of hers have been selling really well. Everybody's been collecting them. She's been doing amazing artwork. So again, hopefully Nectar number 4 is just as good as issue number 3, because issue number 3, things started to happen and it turned out to be what I originally hoped the series was going to be about. So hopefully we keep on track with that. I'm really looking forward to this Friday, because this Friday I will be going to the movies and I will be watching Supergirl, which I am really excited about. I'm hoping Millie does a fantastic job. It already looks like Jason Momoa is just going to blow his role out of the park as Lobo. So I'm really looking forward to that movie. And here I have the Summer of Supergirl special. This is issue number 1. And this is cover B by Pablo Villalobos. This is one of Pablo's better covers he's done in a while. I really like this cover. I know a lot of people say that there's a lot of forehead in this, but you know what? It's still a fantastic cover. I can get past that. It's not bad, but a really great cover right here. And I also picked up the Tula Lote cover. This is cover C by Tula Lote. A really great cover right here. So I don't know what this is going to be about. I don't know if this is going to be a tie-in to the movie or not, but I'm going to give it a read. Hopefully we have a good read here. All right, next I have a series that I was not expecting to like. I've told y'all that every time I bring this up. I was very pleasantly surprised. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this is going after how the last issue ended. But here I am talking about Superman. This is issue number 39. And this is cover A by Dan Mora. A really great cover right here. Dan Mora is just killing all the covers he's doing lately. And he's been doing the interiors for this as well. Great artwork. It really keeps you, keeps your attention. At least for me, it keeps my attention. Dan Mora, I know everybody loves him. I know everybody loves his work, but I feel like he just does not get as enough credit as he does for not only doing covers, but also doing fantastic interior artwork. I also picked up this cover, which is cover E, the Art Germ variant. This is the movie homage cover, and he did a great job of capturing Millie right here. Really fantastic cover. I know everyone always says Art Germ's covers are all the same, but this one is really great. This is one of those where you see why Art Germ is, where he's at. Really fantastic cover. And I also picked up this cover, which is cover F by Aaron Bartling. A really great cover. So we have Superboy Prime, and I forget her name. Let me know in the comments. She's been in the last 2 issues, but I forget her name. And then where that last issue took off or left us off, I'm really wanting to know how this is going to work out, because I was really enjoying his story, and they kind of threw a wrench into it, and it's like, oh wow, you really derailed this whole thing. I want to see where it goes, but this has been a really great read, and I really like Superboy Prime. So my next book is another Magic the Gathering cover. Here we have Galactus grazing the cover of this Magic the Gathering card. This is Ultimate Impact Reborn, issue number 2. This cover was done by Justina Dura. Check out this cover. Really great cover of Galactus right here. I really love this cover, and again, this looks like another beast of a card to use. Every time I pull these out, it makes me more and more want to get that Magic the Gathering set. And I might have to sell some of my comics to try and at least pick up, one of the boxes so I can get as many as I can, because these cards are gorgeous. So my next book is a book that had a ton of fantastic covers. Unfortunately, the ones I really liked were very high ratios, so I just went ahead and grabbed the one of the open orders that I thought looked the best, and it's also a artist that I love to collect. So here I have Universal Monsters, Blood of the Wolfman, issue number 1. This is cover B by Joshua Middleton. Check out this classic looking Wolfman right here. Really gorgeous cover right here by Joshua Middleton. Joshua Middleton is one of those artists that I feel like we don't get enough of his work, but when he does do work, it is gorgeous. Like that Batgirl series he did, where he just put out cover after cover after cover that were all amazing, and now everyone's just trying to track those down and pick up that whole run he did. But a fantastic Wolfman cover right here by Joshua Middleton. Here I have my last Magic the Gathering cover. So here I have X-Men. This is issue number 32, and this cover was done by Emanuela Clovius. It is her Magic the Gathering cover of Storm, and again, another great cover. Beautiful artwork of Storm right here. I know I keep saying it, but I so want to get this Magic card set. It is killing me that I didn't pre-order any of the boxes. It's probably going to be sold out, and if I do end up picking it up, it's probably going to be on the secondary market for crazy money. But what beautiful artwork these cards have. All right, and the last 3 books I have for my new comic book day pickups, because I do have more pickups that aren't new comic book day pickups. Here I have Zatanna. This is issue number 3. This is cover B by David Talaski. A really nice cover right here. So I did read issue number 1 and 2. Number 1 was okay. Number 2 really didn't draw me in. So if this one really doesn't draw me in, this is probably just going to be a series where I'm just picking up the great covers and that's it. I really like Zatanna as a character, but I feel like they keep putting her by herself and trying to tell the same variant of the same story. She works better to me when she's partnered up with Constantine or someone like that. So I really wish we would at least get something like that, because I really would like to have a great Zatanna series that's a great read. But I don't feel like I'm getting it. Y'all let me know. Are y'all reading Zatanna? And if you are you enjoying it? Or is it just cover buys? Let me know, because there are some great covers. Like this cover, which is cover C by Carla Cohen. A really beautiful cover of Zatanna right here by Carla Cohen. I am gonna make sure I get this autographed the next time I see her at a con. And then, as always, I had to pick up cover D, which is the Chrissy Zulo Uminga variant. A really great cover of Zatanna right here by Chrissy Zulo. Okay, so here, these books I did pick up, or I did just get today, but they're not new comic book day books. This one is actually one I had mentioned a week or 2 ago that I missed out on it, and I was really hoping I was able to get it because it was selling out like crazy, and my LCS was able to get a copy for me. So here I have M1, the Monster Racing League, and this was the fantastic cover by John J. Muth. A really great cover. I really like this cover. So since I barely picked it up, I have not had a chance to read issue number 1. let me know, since this did come back, a while back. Did y'all read it? And is it a good read, or is it more of a cover buy? I like Jay Lee. I love his artwork. I did enjoy that series that he came out with about the two sisters in Vegas or something. Forget the name of it. It was really weird, but I did enjoy it. So let me know, was this a good read, and should I actually read it? But I love this cover. She looks like a Starfleet officer to me in those old, Starfleet uniforms that they used to wear back in the original series. And I also won an auction on mycomicshop.com, and I was not expecting to win. I just put in an offer, and I was like, hey, you're in the lead. And then a week later, it's like, hey, you won, you need to pay. And I didn't even realize I won it because I was not expecting to win it. But here I have a 9.8 copy of Power Girl, and this is the Souza Micah variant. So a really great copy. We got Power Girl number 7, done by Souza Micah. A really great cover. And I got this for less than $50, guys. Can you believe that? I got this for less than $50. So really happy to pick this up. Really awesome win that I was not expecting to win. I thought, I was like, all right, I'll put in a low bid. I'll probably get outbid. We'll see what happens. And I ended up winning. That's crazy. And for my last book that I did pick up today, but it's not a new comic book day book. Here I have the Boom Studios direct of Something's Killing the Children. This is issue number 48. And again, another amazing cover by Ito. Check out this cover of Octo. He's got a copy of Something's Killing the Children, number 1 right there. We got Erica's mask on the floor. A really fantastic cover by Ito. And I think this was limited to 300. And I don't know how quick it sold out, but it did sell out. Like, I think the next day I checked and it was already gone. So it was another quick sellout by Ito, but really happy to pick this one up. And this is it. This was my last book for my haul video. So, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed your time, which I'm hoping you did because you made it this far, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. And believe it or not, I hit 500 subs over the weekend. Last I checked, I'm at 503. So keep an eye out because I will be doing a live stream where I'm going to go live. I'm going to have the people who have been helping me throughout this YouTube journey with me. I'm going to do giveaways. There's going to be I don't know if I'm going to do duck races or I'm just going to do where you put in the hashtag and then it picks you from there. I don't know how I'm going to do the giveaways, but I'm going to do some giveaways. I appreciate all of you watching. And then I'm also going to start a membership, and nobody's obligated to get in. The membership is going to be, if you do the membership, I'm probably going to start doing a giveaway at least once a month. And depending on how many people join will also depend on how much I give away. Or maybe I'll do 2 giveaways if I get a lot of members. But nothing else is going to change. I'm still going to do my new comic book day haul. I'm still going to do everything I've been doing. The only difference is if you want to be a member, I'm going to start doing giveaways for those people who join. And maybe I'll drop a different type of video once a month, see how that works out. So that way, if you want to join, you're getting something new and you're getting something different. And if you don't want to, nothing is changing. You're still getting everything you've been getting. But anyways, as always, I appreciate all of you for watching. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, and the subs. And I'll see y'all next time.